The questions that we ask the owner of this business during the interview is, when did this business start?
The second question is, what is the material used to make nasi kukus berempah ayam and set nasi sup daging?
For the third question is, what is the business target market?
For the rest of the question, we ask the business how many units were produced for these two product, and what is the tagline of the business.
Dia bin Ismail. Berasal daripada Raub. Nama kedai? Nama kedai Sup Daging. Kedai dah berapa lama? Kalau ikut kat sini, niaga sup daging segenggam ni dah 9 bulan dah. Daripada tahun lepas bulan 9.
Firstly, we are going to present about the business overview. The name of the business that we are take as our case study is Sup Daging Segenggam. The business sell a variety of food, and we are decided to take two products as our case study, which is nasi kukus ayam berempah dan nasi sup daging. The business has been started 9 months ago at the date 23 September 2023. The business produce nasi sup daging for a week is 150, and for nasi kukus ayam berempah 200. The business target market is customer which is age around 30 until 60 years old. Sup Daging Segenggam only available for take away and dine in. The location for the business is at Jalan Datuk Abdullah with postcode 27600 at Raub, Pahang. The name of the business owner is Muhammad Khairil bin Ismail, and he was 42 years old. The tagline of the business is Panas-panas mari.
We have 6 of flow chart on our work plan. For the first time meeting in 24 June by business selection and introduction of chapter job costing. The second meeting on 28 June is physical interview with the owner, which is we have interview to select the product that we use to our case study. On 29 June, we start to analyze and gathering the information into our assignment. To analyze and gathering the information, we start to discuss with our members, which is calculate the cost that we list on into assignment. On 2 July, we drafted the assignment report and already submit the assignment.
This is the job cost card for the first product, which is nasi kukus ayam berempah. The business need to, for direct cost, the business need to pay for direct material, which is, this is all of it, which is chicken for RM96, rice RM40, cucumber RM50, sambal belacan RM4, and for direct labor, they only have one worker, and he works for 7 days a week, which is, there is no leave for the worker lah. For 1 week, the worker get paid RM350. For direct expenses, the owner only need to pay for rent, which is RM500. This rent, this price include electricity and water bills, which add up to RM160 and 67 cents every single week. For the prime cost of this product is add up to RM621 and 67 cents. We divide by 200 because every single week the business produce about 200 set of nasi kukus ayam berempah, and the cost for every single product that were produced is RM3.11. For production overhead costs, the business only need to pay for two things, which is indirect materials and indirect expenses. The business doesn't have any indirect labor. For indirect materials, the things that the owner need to pay every single week is oil, RM37.99, sugar, RM40.75, salt, RM1.80, onion, RM4.99, chilies RM10, tomatoes RM5.50, turmeric RM3.44, curry spices RM12.59, sour cream RM12.39, star anise RM5.98, cinnamon stick RM5.98, chicken marinade RM5. For indirect expenses, the business only need to pay for transportation because the owner go buy the materials only using motorcycle, and they need to pay transportation fee of RM10. For total manufacturing production cost equals to 60 cents every single product. For non-production overhead costs, the owner only need to pay for three things, which is paper wrap for RM3.40, tissue for RM3.80, cutlery for RM6. The total of production overhead cost is RM12.58, which is 6 cents for every single product. For total cost of for every single set of nasi kukus ayam berempah that was produced is RM3.77. The profit for every single set that were produced is RM4.23, and the selling price is RM8 per product.
Okay, for the second job cost card, which is set nasi soup daging, we can see for the direct cost, which is direct material. So for the meat, it only costing for RM140. For the rest 10 kg, you can get for RM40. Cabbage, which is RM9.87, mustard RM11, celery leaf RM36, fried onion RM6.43, potato RM10.74. And for the direct labor, as you can see, it's the same as the previous one, which is the set nasi ayam kukus berempah, which is RM350, and for the rent, it's also the same for RM106.70. It's also including electricity and water bills. So for the prime cost total, which is, you can see, you added up all of this, it will divide for 150 set of nasi soup daging, and you get RM4.80. Next, for the manufacturing production overhead, you can see for the materials, they use oil, and you can get for RM27.99, sugar for RM14.75, salt for RM1.80, onion RM4.99, garlic RM9.89, bunjut soup RM30.99, Faiza soup powder for RM9.29. For indirect labor, there are non-cost, which and then indirect expenses, which is transportation for RM10. So from the previous calculation, you add all of them, and then you get for RM106.70 and divide with 150 set of nasi soup daging, which is costing you 71 cents only for the total manufacturing and production cost. For the non-manufacturing or production overhead, they use plastic for RM7.20, paper wrap RM3.40, tissue for RM2.80, and cutlery for RM6. So for the total non-manufacturing and production overhead, you total them up and you got RM90.78, and divide with 150 for set nasi soup daging, and you get for 13 cents only. So the total cost is when you get from the total up from the prime cost, production cost, and production overhead. So you total them up and you get RM5.64. For the margin, you get from the total cost RM5.64, and you multiply with the 47 divided by 53, and you will got RM6.36. So for the selling price of one set of nasi soup daging, you get for RM12 only.
For my personal reflection, I learned that all the business need to allocate their cost of the product specifically to achieve a good profit and avoid loss of the business. That particular business also need to use good ingredients to produce delicious food, and they can a little bit demand in determine the price. I also want to suggest the business to update many more promotion in social media such as Facebook, Instagram and TikTok.
For my reflection, I have learned that this project helped us to understand the topic which is job cost cut. Besides that, it teach me to how to allocate the direct material and indirect material from the ingredient. Next, this project challenged my skills, especially when calculate the specific ingredient from the product, which is soap, daging and curry. And lastly, for my hope to the business owner is to create an objective business such as create revenue and sales schedules every month.
Okay, for the third reflection, so this project gave us an opportunity to learn on how to run a business even though it is only in a small scale. So for the second, this project also taught us that every inch business owner movement would definitely give an influence to the business. And lastly, this project definitely show on how to be more manageable and efficient in the business from all aspects.
For my personal reflection, after doing this assignment, I learned how small businesses allocate their costs to make sure that their business runs smoothly. My suggestion for this business, which is Sup Daging Senggam, is to open more branches and use platforms like GrabFood and Foodpanda to extend their business.
From the conclusion, we have concluded that we learned a lot and saw different perspective on job costing chapter. So it has an important element that people must know, especially when they want to start a business. We also totally agree that the job costing gave a huge impact on the business itself. So especially for indirect material, direct material, total manufacturing cost and prime cost. Second conclusion, we are grateful for this opportunity to work this assignment on job costing. It's because we clearly deep dive on this chapter even more after interviews the business owner, especially when the business owner explain about the cost they use and ingredient for the product. The second is it's open our eyes about the job costing chapter in the real world business scenarios. So that's all for this assignment. Thank you.